Hello lads and ladies, and welcome to this and welcome back for another video on the channel. Today, more League One content. Yes, we are hitting that stage of the season where those wins become more important. Those last ditch blocks, those last, minute saves, last minute goals, all these things that go against you and for you start to matter. But we are reviewing every team's season in less than 20 seconds a team so far. So a lot of teams have played 21, some teams have played 25, but we are pretty much halfway there. Loads of games in hand. We're going to review it team by team. Let us know who you support, and if you can review your team down below, that'd be great. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like and subscribe. Doncaster. Now, I think if you gave me 20 minutes, I'd be struggling to find positive things to say about them. They've struggled this year. The top goal scorer's on 3 goals. They've only got 1 point away from home. At home, they've not been great either. I think they've only picked up 15 points. They're heading for the drop, and unfortunately, I think they're the worst side to grace League One this year. Crew, again, I just think that the honeymoon period is over. They've lost some key players in the past. They've still got a little bit more fight, and they've got some good players, a good manager. I do think if they go down there, they will be ready to bounce back. I think, Mikael Mandon's a good player. Chris Long, they've got a good manager in Dave Artell. Again, Gillingham in an embargo, a bit like my team. I think they've struggled this year to just find any sort of settlement. They've only won, once really. In recent times as well, they've lost the teams around them. They've got a good point away at MK Dons. Oliver's the top goal scorer. They've got no creativity, so many injuries, small squad. That's what's killed them this year. Next up, Morecambe. They've only got 2 wins in the last 14 games. However, they are against teams around them in Doncaster and Fleetwood, so they are decent wins. Stockton scores goals, 15 goals this season. Again, they are going to need to reinvest this window. They've had a good cup run, played against Tottenham in the FA Cup, but again, Stephen Robinson doing a fairly good job for the Shrimps. Next up, Fleetwood in an embargo, had 10 injuries out at the moment. They've had pretty much every member of the squad out, either with it be COVID or injury. They've struggled this year, however, they are still fighting. They've changed manager and it's starting to work out for them. Lincoln, they've only kept 2 clean sheets this season, and that is where they've dropped off. Last year, you could always see them winning 1-0 or 2-1 at the absolute worst. They have got some good players. They brought Whittaker in on loan. Michael Appleton's a good manager. Maguire, again, is creating a couple of assists as well. You've got Scully, who scores goals. Dried up a bit of late, but still scoring goals. Wimbledon, the youngest squad in League One, average age per player. They've got some great young talent there. Rudani, McCormack, I like Assel, but they've got some experienced lads as well, like Palmer up front. New ground, they're settling in as well. They are better away from home, however, they've only played 9 home games, so they should be able to pick up some vital points soon. And then Bolton Wanderers, again, started well, was looking towards the top 6. However, recent away form has been dreadful. They've lost the last 7 away. They've only scored 1 goal. They have lost some big players this year through injury, and they've also lost Ian Doyle, who's returned home to Ireland. Next up is Cambridge. Joe Ironside has scored goal after goal. He lost Paul Mullen in the summer. However, Ironside did score 14 goals himself last year and has, stepped up to the plate, scored 11 this year, scored a vital goal in the FA Cup 3rd round against Newcastle. They scored 1.33 points per game, and they are, having a good little season. They beat Cheltenham 5-0 earlier on this season. Shrewsbury, again, started the season poorly. However, they are in a false position, I thought, and they have started to pick up points. They picked up 10 points from the last 5 games and also managed to beat Charlton and Sunderland and got their first away win at Fleetwood just recently. Charlton, again, sat manager Nigel Atkins back in October and have massively improved. The only thing I have for them is Washington and Stockley are their only real goal threats. You can get the odd goal out of Jonathan Lecco. However, I do think they'll need to improve if they want to go one step further. Johnny Jackson, one of their own. There's a good process coming through at the Addicts. Cheltenham, again, had a great season so far. They've been solid at home. They've won 5 of the 13 home games. You've got Wright on loan, Alfie May scoring goals, Matty Blair adds experience. Again, Dunn's a very good manager. They are hard to beat, but they have conceded too many goals of late. They've conceded 44 this season, which is one of the most in League One. On to our top half now, and we're going to start off with Burton. Again, Burton are very good against the sides below them in the table. We've had some, decent wins against the likes of Doncaster, Crewe, Fleetwood, Morecambe as well. So they're getting points where they should be getting points from. Jefferson's coming on loan, scored a few goals as well. They are losing Kane Hemmings, but again, a very good year for the Brewers. Accrington, again, they've only lost 1 out of the last 7 games. They've got Bishop, who scores goals. He's got 7 this year. McConville's got 7 assists as well. Again, they've got so much creativity, young squad, as well as a small budget. They're proving their worth and could be in with a worthy shot of the playoff places. Ipswich Town, again, inconsistency has been their major doubt this year. However, they've got an unbelievable squad. They've changed manager yet again. Kieran McKenna's come in. They're scoring goals. Norwood's back on fire. 4 goals in 4. They have lost a big side, so the likes of Rotherham, Sunderland, they should be beaten. However, they are some force. Sheffield Wednesday, they have drawn more than they've won. They've drawn 10, won 9. Only lost 5. Bar Gregory and Bannon, I don't see where goals and assists are going to come from. However, a big January transfer window for them now. And again, they need to climb up that table because they're 6 points off the playoff places. Next up is Portsmouth. Again, started slowly. They were only at 1 win in 10 earlier in the season. Now they've kept 5 clean sheets in a row and 12 altogether. Gavin Bazunu has been one of the signings of the summer since his arrival. Again, they're looking for a striker. Again, they're looking to climb into those playoff places. They've got a good squad. They're solid at the back, and they've always got goals in Marcus Harness, John Marquis as well. MK Dons are just outside the playoff places. Again, they score goals. They scored over 40 goals this year. They have conceded 30, but when you've got Scott Twine in your side, you're always going to be some force. They have scored 1.66 goals per game. Scott Twine has scored 11, and you've got O'Reilly with 6 from midfield. Into the playoffs, Plymouth Argyle started like a house on fire. Ryan Lowe did leave the football club. However, Stephen Schumacher is holding his own. He's won 2 out of his first 5 games in charge, only losing once. And that was to Sunderland, which is not a bad result, really. Again, Hardy scoring goals. You've got Jeff Cott. Good side. They'll be, in there come the end of the season. Oxford are next, so always some force under Carl Robinson. They've got the 3rd best home form in the league. They've won 8 out of 14 home games this season. They've conceded 13 out of those 14 home games as well. If they can keep Brannigan, Sykes and Matty Taylor all fit and all at the football club, they'll be in the playoffs come the end of the season. In 4th, it is Wigan Athletic. Yes, they are 4 games in hand on Wycombe. They're only a point behind. Again, they're so close to Rotherham. They're so close to Sunderland as well. They're climbing up that table. That's what they need to be doing. However, games in hand, big squad. Keane, Lang, McLean, unbelievable squad. They keep clean sheets for days. They'll be in the top 2 at the end of the year, in my opinion. Wycombe, again, holding their own. They've got goals in the side. They score late goals. Joe Jacobson, Sam Vokes, Mahetme, great young squad. Again, they've still got to go to some big teams this year, but Gareth Ainsworth is an unbelievable manager. Sunderland on a 10-game unbeaten run at the moment. Streaky Lee is on a good run at the moment. How long will that last? I wonder. 50 points after 25 games. They're the best home form in the league as well. They've only lost once, and that was to Charlton. Again, brilliant team. And again, I do think this could be their year to go up. Rotherham United, a loss to Fleetwood, then 21 games unbeaten in all competitions. They're firing on all cylinders under Paul Warne. They've got goals. Michael Smith, Ben Wiles, Barlasser, a solid defence, young players coming through. Rotherham United Football Club are on a roll, and I think Rotherham United could win their 3rd promotion in 5 years from League One. And breathe. So, we have reviewed every team season in 20 seconds or so. Again, it's been a long, hard season so far. There's been so many twists, so many turns. I do believe every team has had a 5-game bad patch, bar Rotherham and Wigan, who are in the top 4. Wigan are 4th, pretty much because they've got so many games in hand. Unbelievable season. There's so many good teams that could go up, but so many poor teams that could go down. I hope you are enjoying the content at the moment. If you are new, please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you later. Thanks for watching.